BassResinator here. I am going to try something new because I have my new camera going. Watch this. Don't look at my belly when it goes down. I have this plastic drawer sorter thing type, but I also have a bunch of these crystal brooches which are going to be made into, I'm going to make molds with them. I got seahorse and this bee with a gigantic pearl, this crab, tiger head, and when we got back from Washington, we had a dead cicada in the car. What I am going to try to do, I'm going to use silicone to make molds. What I'm going to try to do is put sand into these things, little compartments, so that I don't have to worry about all this underside. I'll push that down into the sand after I just put dirt in there. That's wonderful. Push that down into the sand. Well, and then they will have that bottom side covered up. What do you think? And then also that cicada, push it down in so that the legs get stuck in there so that it doesn't come floating up. I don't want it floating. Okay, let me get the sand. Talk about all of that and then I don't even have my stuff ready. Okay, the little tiger head gonna fit in that one. Cicada, oh, I could put the bee in this one. Cicada in this. Seahorse in this one. I'm gonna have to flatten these out. And the crab in this one. Let's see what that looks like. Let me shake this around. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey. Yeah, I need long, slender fingers. Look at that. Hope I have the sand deep enough to cover over. No, I don't have the sand deep enough in that one. So if it's not deep enough in that one, it's not going to be deep enough in this or in one of those. So more sand, because that's got to cover up that pin on the back. Oh, this is going to be good. I don't know if this is going to work. I am sure hoping it will. Definitely hoping it will. That didn't look real good. It's not flat enough. careful. Get the sand off of that. Okay. I don't want it sinking down in there too much. I want the legs to be delineated and the claws. See, that looks cool. Oh man. Get him out! Get him out, I say. Fell out of my hand, got covered with sand. Hey, that rhymed. Fell out of my hand and into the sand. See, I don't mind a little bit going underneath those wings and such. Okay, now, this guy is brittle, this cicada that we around here call chicharras. Hope he will stay. Go, go, go. Man, I don't like the way that looks. I thought about just putting this guy straight into... Oh, one of his legs broke. Oh, poor guy. Dead he be. But I don't want to lose him completely. But I thought about putting him straight into resin himself. Hope he doesn't float. Well, we'll find out. If he floats, he floats. Okay, let me mix up some silicone. See if I can turn that. There we go. I had it turned sideways and didn't even see it. I have no idea how much I'm going to need, but I don't think I'm going to need much. I'm going to be using, I have Let's Resin silicone rubber. This way. There we are. And it's mixed 1-to-1. I think what I'm going to do, I don't think I need to go very deep with these. I'm going to mix up 6 ounces. That may be too much. I hope not. Grab. I said 6 ounces. And I got this, I have a cup with gradations on the side. And I had it backwards. So I couldn't see them, which made no sense. Okay, 3 ounces is, it looks like to me, 100 grams. Okay, cool. Giving this a good mix. Mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Do, do, do. I thought about putting Play-Doh down in there, but then I thought, man, getting that out, or air dry clay. But either way, either one of those, trying to get them out of there. So I'm trying this in sand. We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work like I would like, well, I'll change. But I'm trying to keep the integrity of those brooches. I don't want to cut that thing off the bottom and then stick it down onto some paper and then have to go with walls around it and then hot gun glue it. That always is fun. Not. Okay, I've been stirring for a little while. Gonna let that degas for a bit. And hopefully by the morning I'll be able to see whether this worked or not. You know, I don't like the look of that. It's higher on one end than the other. That sand is, which means the mold will be off. That's better. Okay, we'll try this. Start with the tiger. It's deep enough. Now I think I'm going to go to the seahorse next because that bee's got that big old pearl on it. It's going to take up, I may have to mix up more. Bubbles coming up in that sand. Let me get that cicada in there. Don't float. Please don't float. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to mix up some more for this bee. Ah, look at that cicada. Came right on up. I'm going to have to hold him down with something. What can I use to hold him down? Yo-ho, blow the man down. Hold the man down. Do-do-do-do-do, hold the man down. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yo-ho, hold the man down. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Something small. Footprint. Small footprint. That's kind of on the heavy side. A rock would be really good, but I don't know if I want to put a rock in there. Putting a rock in there, I'm going to end up having to cut the thing out. Okay. If I mix up another ounce, maybe. That cicada may be toast by the time when I have to cut it out. So I hope that mold works. When that silicone cures up, I can mix up just a little bit more, take that rock out, and cover up the spot where that rock is hitting its back, so we can have a decent mold. I hope. I hope the Terrio. I hope. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down the medicine. I don't know why that song came to my head. Maybe the sand looks like sugar? Okay, I got these covered over really well, but the light is hitting them just a way that it makes it look like the poofy part of the creature is sticking out, like that the belly part of that seahorse looks like it's sticking out. The back of this crab looks like it's sticking out. Okay, now we just wait. Took the rock out of here and filled that up, so now it's pretty smooth. Let's try and get these. Let's see if I use a stick, if that'll help get this out. Come on now. Well, maybe that's why nobody uses sand. That silicone went right down into the sand. Guess I'm going to have to do some cutting. Some of that sand is loose. Okay, put that one there. Note to self, don't use sand down there unless you don't mind losing your sand. I saw it bubbling and I didn't know what was happening, but that's what it was. Silicone that can actually penetrate through sand. Huh. Maybe that's why people don't do it. You know, I'd never heard anybody say anything about something like that. Oh, come on now. Once I get it started, it pulls out pretty easily, but getting it started. Let's get it started. Yeah, let's get it started in here. Come on now. My dog's wondering what I'm talking about. Come on. I'm afraid I'm going to break that stick. Not that it's not that it's an expensive stick or anything. It's just that I don't like breaking stuff. Well, I say that now. When I played American football, I like breaking people, but I don't do that anymore. Well, let me find something stronger. Will this work? Well, I will go cut that sand part off, and I will come back to you. Mixed up some resin, some Resin Pro eye crystal. It's the last I had of it, so I thought I would use it up. And I also put in a little bit of this Aurora powder. This was not easy to get out. And that sand, that's there. Anyway, I thought I would try and get these guys looking really, really cool. We'll have some crystalline crab, crystalline seahorse, bee, tiger. Well, the tiger's not so much crystalline. And this is not crystalline, but you know, that bee had a big pearl in it, so I'm going to use one of these pearls that I have to stick it down in there. It's a little smaller than the one that was there originally, but we'll try it out. I don't know, like this bee's wings bend, and I don't know how much will stay in the bee and how much will try and go outside of that, but we'll try it. See, I'm afraid it's going to go outside of that wing, but you know, if I can, oh, stay on that mold. Stay on the mold. Okay. Well, if it comes off, I'm on a silicone mat, so here's the seahorse. Cutting it out was interesting. Not sure if that's getting all the way up into those little... This has a bubble. Get up in there. Get in there. Get in there. All these little areas that had like a bead on the end of that. I want to make sure that gets in there. There's some on here too. And this tiger is very thin. Okay, the crab. His claws should look cool because they were down in. Eyes. Woo. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut out that between his claws. Well, maybe the only mold that'll come out is this cicada. We'll see. Didn't know how much to make up. To fill all these up. And getting that one cleaned out, oh man, that was not real good. Well, I have a mold of an orchid. So we'll see what an aurora orchid looks like. First, let me squeeze that baby. I see with my little eye, look at there, there's a big old bubble in that eyeball. Get out of there. Get those bubbles out. these bubbles. Come on now. Release. Release the Kraken. Yes. I hope that cicada thing comes out looking good. I think I'm going to still have more resin after this orchid thingy. Wow. I still have 35 or 40 milliliters. Well, let's get these bubbles off first before I forget them. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Man. All of a sudden that sneeze came out of nowhere. That pearl is not the right size and it keeps wanting to float up because it's not a real pearl for one thing, and so it's super light. And I see another bubble right there. Okay, well, I will find something else to put the rest of this resin into, and we'll just wait. Yep. What did I learn? Don't use sand and silicone together. Sand will not keep the silicone out. You know, it's crazy because I'd seen all these detective shows and stuff where there's a footprint in the sand or in the dirt and they pour cement in there and they get a perfect footprint out. Well, silicone does not equate to cement. And so that one came out okay. I had to trim a little bit around his chin area. And the orchid came out wonderful. And the cicada sort of came out, but the wings really got demolished when I was unmolding the mold. And then you didn't see me pour that. I did have a... Now this is cool. Watch this. You can see the colors, that aurora color in there, but it's sort of hidden. It's kind of cool. But sand dollars are by nature matty colored, and so that what you're seeing is not little bubbles. That's actually the texture of that's why they call it a sand dollar. But the other ones, epic fails. I mean, there's parts of them that are kind of cool, but that sand, and that crab, I'm gonna have to redo, and I think I'm gonna do not sand, and I'm gonna cut the that part off so that I can get it stuck down pretty flat. And then, I mean, the back of this looks really, really slick, and the claws look okay, every sort of it. But epic fail. Yay! Yay! Oh, okay. Yay! Yay! Okay. So, learn this from me. Sand and silicone. No, don't mix them. You'll end up with this. So,
Thank you to my subscribers. Yeah, stick around. Come see what's going to happen next week, because I don't know when I'm going to have time to do anything else now that I'm on school schedule. So as soon as I can get some time in, I will definitely put some good stuff out there. Good stuff. No, good stuff. See ya.